Hey guys, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to create the look that I've got on my face right now. So it's a super kind of vampy, grungy, I don't know if grungy is the right word. I've never actually seen grungy makeup. I'm just imagining it's dark colors. Anyway, I really just wanted to get a bit experimental with colors. I love the idea of matching this kind of navy eye with a bright kind of wine lip. This would look good with a red lip. It would look good with a nude lip, a brown lip. That's the good thing about navies. Pretty much anything goes. I actually love the color combination navy and orange at the moment. It looks really cool. I'm gonna stop talking and let's just get straight into the video. Alright guys, so starting out with a bare face, I've already primed. I used the Mecca Cosmetica Lip From Within primer, and we're going to go straight in with our Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. By the way, sorry for in Australia, we have these bugs that make this weird sound. It's like, that was a good impression. So if you're wondering what that squeaky sound in the background is, I think they're called cicadas. Piece of useless information for you guys. I'm just gonna blend this primer in with my Zoeva Concealer Buffer. Okay, now we're going to set that primer with my, Revlon Nearly Naked in the shade medium and my Real Techniques setting brush. Man, this sound is so distracting. So far away. Then I'm gonna take some sticky tape and pop that on the outer corner of my eye, leaving a little bit of space between my bottom lash line and the tape, and kind of just take it up towards the end of your brow, like a centimeter away. I never get these even, I suck at it. That looks pretty good to me. Alrighty, now we are going to remember to highlight our brow bone first for once in our lives. I'm going to use the colour Virgin and my Zoeva 234 Smoky Shader Brush, and I'm just going to pop that right underneath my brow bone. I am so sorry about the state of my brows. I started, I don't know what happened, but they ended up, one was way thinner than the other, so I'm really growing them out to the max before Christmas, and I think I'm going to get them waxed next week professionally. I don't want to do them myself anymore. Okay, now using my Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer Brush, I'm just going in with the colour Naked, which is the third from the left. Nice neutral shade. And I'm just going to use that right above my crease, pretty much on the top side of my crease, if that makes sense. And taking that all the way out to the tape. Then using my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, I'm going to take Naked again, and I'm really going to work it in that kind of outer half of my crease. Just adds a bit of depth. Now using Naked again and my Luxe Smoky Shader Brush, I'm going to just pop that on the inner half of my lid. Keep packing it on. Doesn't really do much, it just, I don't really want a colour there, I just want it to look neutral. Then with the same Smoky Shader Brush, I'm going into the colour Gunmetal. So it's this colour, it's like a gunmetal colour, it's bluish grey. Got a bit of shimmer through it too. I'm just going to place that right in the middle of my lid and taking it up to my crease. You're going to get a lot of fallout with this look, so it's a good idea doing foundation after. And then I'm going to start working that towards my inner corner just to make sure that it looks blended with that Naked colour. I don't want it to look like the blue just starts out of nowhere. Okay, and I want a little bit more control over the outer colour, so I'm using Creep, which is the same kind of shade, just a bit deeper, and my 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush again. And I just want to take that straight out to the tape. And just blend the two colours together, so just bring the darker shade into the lighter shade. Okay, then I'm going to take my MAC 217 blending brush and I'm just going to blend that a little bit. I don't want it to look seamless, which sounds funny. I do want it to look kind of editorial, I guess. So I don't want it to be too blended. I just don't want it to look messy, you know? I feel like this one's way more like flicked up. And then just going back in and blending that blue towards the inner corner. This is great, this look, if you've got close set eyes, like if you don't have much space between your eyes, because we do start the shadow a bit further out, so it creates the illusion that your eyes are further apart. And then I'm just going to take my fluffy brush, my 228 Luxe Crease Brush, and bring back that color Naked and start from the outer corner and just sweep that through gently. Now I'm going to take the tape off. So clean. There was a lot of fallout, so you can just buff it away, but if it's looking like purpley, best to just get a makeup wipe and just take that off and reapply the primer. I'm just going to give my blending brush a quick wipe on the tissue to make sure it's clean, and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit because I don't want it to look that straight. Okay, I'm just going to clean up my face and I'm going to put my foundation on. So I'm just going to link my foundation routines in the description box below because I'm just going to do the same thing I always do, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, I'm back with my foundation on and my brows on as well. Now I'm going to go in with some blush. So I have my Madeleine Fit Me blush in the color medium pink, and I'm just going to use the angled side of my Makeup Forever brush and just starting out on the apples of my cheeks and dragging it out to my temples as usual. And then flipping the brush over and using the round side to blend. Blendy. Now I have my Merry Luminizer and I'm going to be using my XO Beauty Shimmer Fan Brush and I'm going to highlight my face. I don't want it to be too highlighty today, just a little bit. Okay, so that's face done. Now we're going to fix up the eyes because they look a bit weird right now. So what I'm going to do is take my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush and I'm going to take the color Gunmetal and mix it with the color Naked, like just a tiny bit of Gunmetal. And starting from that outer corner, I'm just going to blend. And now taking just the color Naked, I'm going to go right over that fold of skin above the crease because I think we lost that a little bit. Then using my MAC blending brush, I'm just going to blend all that together and also the highlight color into the transition. Now using my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush, I'm taking the color Naked. I'm going to sweep that all the way along my bottom lash line. I can see the powder. And then just blend it a little bit. Now taking my 231 Luxe Pencil Brush, I'm just going to take the color Gunmetal, which is the end one, and circular motions on my outer lower lash line. And bringing it in. And now using my blending brush, I'm just going to blend that. And now taking my Luxe Crease Brush, I'm just going to take the color Creep and I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner. Make sure there's no like patchiness or anything like that. Now taking my Inglot 77 Gel Liner, when I can open it. I'm going to line my, is this called a tight line? I think so. Whatever it's called, we're lining it. This is someone with sensitive eyes' worst nightmare. Oh my god, it tickles. You can do it, Maddie, you can do it. Okay, Now we're going to line our top lash line. So I wish I had some tips for you guys on eyeliner, but I can't even do it myself. So we're really gonna make that go a lot thinner. Like I want the wing to be pretty thick, but I want it to thin out the closer we get to the inner corner. And I actually want it to stop where the shadow starts, if that makes sense. Okay, now we're gonna add some mascara. So I just wanna have a good base there for my falsies. And bottom lashes as well. Okay, now I'm gonna put my lashes on. I just lost the box. But they look like this. So they are Glam by Manicare. I forgot the number, but it's called Sienna. I'm not gonna put them on camera today because I'm just not feeling it. My hands are shaky. I did the liner and that's good enough. Okay guys, so the lashes are on, and last but not least, we're gonna do some lippy. Now I have my Maybelline New York Color Drama, and this is in the color... I don't know what color it is. It looks like this though. It looks funny because I think it's a bit melted. I will look it up and I'll write it in the description box. Now this is very intense. This is 100% glam. Well guys, that completes the look for today. I hope you like it. I really do love this look, but I know that it's not going to be to everyone's taste. It is very, very full on. I just loved the idea. One of my subscribers actually wrote a comment, sorry I forgot who it was, but it was on the last smoky eye tutorial I did with the blues again. She said, I love doing this kind of eye with like a plum kind of wine lip, and I was like, that's such a good idea. I've never done it. A lipstick eye tea. So yeah, I hope that you guys like it. If you do decide to try it out, feel free to message me on Instagram if you don't want to post it, or if you do want to post it, tag me in it because I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how you recreate the looks. Anyway, I will see you next week with some new tutorials, and if you liked this vid, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Mwah.